Expect to, you know, feel the butterflies just like I'm sure the players are, because it's, the start of a new season and a fresh start in a lot of different ways. Um, but I'm excited just because of the guys that I get to lead out there, more so than for myself. I'm more excited to see them go out there and see all the preparation, the hard work that they've done over the last, since last fall ended, really come to fruition now for them in a season. So I'm more excited just to be surrounded by those guys and honored to kind of lead them out to that first game. The guys, they responded well. We changed things up on them consistently throughout practice just to make sure we didn't hit the lull of camp that some teams can be accustomed to hitting. So we were able to kind of keep things fresh, keep things going, and they responded really well. We got a ton of reps. We have more reps probably this preseason than we ever have. We got a lot of different guys reps. So just trying to get guys game ready, get them situationally game ready, and get them some experience so that when the lights come on Friday night, they're prepared for what they're going to see. We probably did it more so this year than we've done in the past. It's something where I want the coaches just as well as the players to be prepared for game day situations. That starts with our procedure, how we get things communicated from the box, down to the sideline, how we get plays communicated to the players. And I think the most realistic way we can do that is by creating those situations not only for the players but for the coaches. And it was great just to be able to do that a couple different times so that we can iron out some of the wrinkles and get the players used to, hey, what is it going to be like, on a game day? Because inevitably it's a little different than practice, but our goal as coaches is to create those situations to prepare them for game day. So we did that 3 or 4 times during camp, which was great. I know the coaches liked it just because they're able to see more, obviously, from up in the box. And again, you're creating that game day, atmosphere and environment for those guys. So I think that's just going to lead us to being more prepared, come Friday night. I'm not surprised by the leadership. I'm very happy with the leadership that we've seen. It starts obviously with our captains. We have 4 tremendous student athletes that help lead our program. But outside of the captains, the senior leadership, the junior leadership, we have a lot of sophomores that played last year for us. Those guys know what the expectation is within our program and how to carry themselves the right way and how to do things the right way. And I think you see an immediate trickle-down effect into the incoming freshman class. We're able to kind of, ingrain them into our culture here really quick because they see it from the top down. So I'm not surprised by that, but I'm very pleased to see that continue. There's definitely some really quality, freshmen that, you try not to place any expectation on freshmen when they come in just because, they're just stepping on campus for the first time. But we're going to have some guys that have earned the right to play some snaps on Friday night. So that obviously is a pleasant surprise. And to me, it's gravy. We know coming into camp who our returners were, and to be able to add to the depth and into the mix some of those young guys is awesome. Yeah, defensively, obviously, we want to make sure that we're dictating the tempo. We don't want to let the opposing team control the clock on us and control the game. And really that starts with the run game. We put a huge point emphasis on stopping the run. We do an inside run period or run fits period every single day in practice throughout all camp and even through the season. So we're definitely putting a point emphasis on that. And then a lot of it's situational football after that. We have to dominate the situations that we're put in, whether it's 1st and 10, second down, and then into like the red zone goal line area or even 3rd down. So just, trying to rep those situations, but also show tendencies that we're going to see from our opponents so that we're prepared for those situations. So after stopping the run, it's really, winning the situation and knowing what we're going to get. Offensively, we've been able to kind of shift gears a little bit and use tempo and not just be a fast-paced team all the time, but be able to control the tempo on offense. Like we said, we try to limit on defense. So I think that starts with being able to run the ball and protect the quarterback. And then after that, we're able to really stretch guys horizontally and vertically in the pass game. So I think, we're going to be able to be very multiple on offense and attack teams in very different ways to where they can't really hone in on one thing to try to just stop necessarily. A lot of freshmen playing special teams last year for us, which can be good and bad. But the nice thing now is we have a lot of sophomores that are playing special teams for us. And our starters definitely buy into them being on a couple special teams as well. So it's a team effort. It's an all hands on deck. We put a point emphasis on every day. We start practice every day with special teams because it is special. It's a third of the game, and we have to win that third of the game, that phase. So, we're going to give some different looks than we have in the past. We're going to make teams spend time preparing for us on special teams, whether it's schematically or just being prepared for our aggressiveness. We're going to come after people, whether we're giving the ball or whether we're trying to take the ball from them. We're not going to sit back. We're going to be aggressive on special teams, and we've tried to bring that mentality and enforce that mentality throughout camp. And I think the guys have really taken to it. They're a big physical team. They always have been. They're a perennial, Super Region 1 power. It's a great test for us every year. I actually love playing them first game of the year because they are a little bit different than every other team we're going to play. They're more of a traditional 21 personnel. They have a really, really well coached offensive line. They've always had tremendous offensive linemen coming through the program. And they're definitely going to try to run the football and control the game on offense, and then really test you in the secondary with play action or sprint. And they just do a really good job of adapting to what they're seeing defensively, and adjusting their game plan accordingly. So I think it'll be interesting to see how they come out and try to attack us after last year. After playing each other now for 4 years, we probably know each other better than any other out of conference opponent that we're going to play, just because of the history now over the last 4 years. So it's definitely going to be a great game, and it's going to be a hard fought game. Any win for our program is huge, especially when you start off the season against a great out of conference opponent on the road. To be able to come away with a victory is huge for your season, just from momentum and confidence builder. This game is the biggest game of the season because it's our next game. So we're not going to place any more or any less emphasis on it. Our guys are definitely chomping at the bit to hit somebody that's wearing a different color jersey after going against each other now for 2.5 weeks, going on 3 weeks. So I think it's going to be the atmosphere will be there because it's game day. It's been a little under a year since we were able to take the field together as a team, and we have that energy and that excitement around us. And I'm sure opening night under the lights will add to that. But I'm definitely expecting to see a really hard fought game. I think the keys for us to be successful on Friday night is, one, we have to win the game on special teams. We have to win the field position battle on special teams. Defensively, we have to be able to stop the run. That's kind of first and foremost. And offensively, obviously, we have to be able to control the tempo, move the ball, create first downs, and protect the football. And really, when we're able to punch one in or attack the end zone, be able to do that and put points on the board, obviously. So, those are definitely the keys for us for Friday night.